Hey there guys, thanks for joining me on episode 6 of my week in review, where I just go over everything I did over the past week, whether it be anything gaming related that is, or painting related, hobby related, conventions, things like that. So to start off with, as usual, I'll go over the games I played over the week. The first thing I did was, in the week we went over to my Risk Legacy group, and we did game 8, so it's kind of halfway through the campaign at the moment. And the games tend to go a little longer from this point onwards, with a few more rules added and all the different scars and things. So we only played one game, and it came down to close. It was close. I mean, I think there was about 3 guys who were capable of winning that night. I wasn't one of them. In the end, Kelty got it through after Phil faltered on the last hurdle. So that means that's his 3rd victory. So he's leading the campaign with 3 wins, and then myself and Phil have 2, Dave has 1, and Gary is yet to get off the mark. Then on the weekend, my sons wanted to have a board game in the morning, so we played a game called If Wishes Were Fishes from Rio Grande. My family really liked this game. I like this game as well. It's a light, easy, fun game, which you can get really into the theme and that sort of thing. So we played that, me and my 2 boys. I think I won, and Alex, I think Nathan won. My youngest one won. Then John arrived, and we played another game of Terminator Genesis from River Horse. We did a different scenario. We did scenario 2, I think it was, which is control. We have to control 6 objectives, and we used the corner-to-corner deployment. And this was quite a bizarre game. I filmed this. I think I've just loaded it up this week on my Battle Knights YouTube channel. But it was a really interesting game. I don't want to say it's close, because it wasn't close at all. One side definitely got obliterated, but it was interesting to watch and to see. So I really enjoyed that. That was good. Then later on, some of the board game guys arrived, and we played my first game of Shakespeare. And I can't remember actually who makes this, but I was really interested to play this because I really like the look of it. The theme is really interesting. There was some of the mechanics I've seen through other reviews and videos seemed really interesting, and to top it off, I enjoyed it. I won. I went for a heavy clothing strategy, so I didn't really have much of a stage, but I had a lot of good clothes. But it was interesting. My thoughts were, after that one, this is my first play of it, and my thoughts were, I'm not 100% sure. There's a lot of variability in the replayability, but still a very good game. After that, we played Orleans, which we filmed and put up on Gaming Nights. I love Orleans. I think it's a great game. Really fun, interesting bag builder, with lots of variability to the replayability. I tried a completely different strategy that I tried last time. Last time I won with the strategy I used. This time I didn't. But I still enjoyed the game immensely. It was really good fun. Then we tried Shipwrights from Garp Hill Games. A couple of weeks ago we did the Raiders of the North Sea, I think it was, which was an excellent game. And Shipwrights is set in the same sort of universe, same sort of theme. This one was a little different. It was a little tough to get into at first, I must admit. Because it's a drafting game, but it's a really unusual drafting game. Instead of like drafting where each person has a hand of cards, you take one, pass on. This one's the first player gets the hand of cards. He chooses a card, and then it goes around clockwise. And then he gets the next set of cards, chooses one, goes around clockwise, and so on. And that means the person in last place inevitably gets a lot of crap. But it wasn't a terrible game. It lasted a lot longer than what it says on the box, based on the fact that, because everyone is new that was playing it, we all constantly have to read the cards, constantly have to check, what the cards do and that sort of thing, and trying to get the hang of the game. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was bad at all. I didn't think it was nowhere near as good as Explorers, or Raiders rather. But I definitely want to give it another go, just to see if it speeds up, and to see if it changes in any of the dynamics. Still really good components, really interesting theme, so I definitely give it another go. What did we do then? That was basically that, because that game took a lot longer than expected, so that was the end of our Saturday night gaming. On the Sunday, which was Mother's Day, so lucky me, my other half, Carla, she's also a gamer, so she woke up on Sunday after her night shift, and the kids bombarded her with cards and flowers and stuff. She decided she wanted to do some gaming, so we played If Wishes Were Fishes again, mainly because the kids played it the day before, so they still got it fresh in their memory, so it was nice to play something that they know of. and that was a good game as well. I think I won this one, really close. Then we played Rise of Augustus, and my little one holding the box here, he really got into this. I was quite surprised. If you've not heard of it, Rise of Augustus is kind of like a Roman-themed bingo game, where you're drawing Roman-themed items out of a bag, and if you have the equivalent item on your um, quest cards, then you add little Roman legionnaires to them, and once you fill it up, you then go Ave Caesar, and you score that card. And he really got it. He really enjoyed it a lot, and he absolutely smashed us, unbelievably so. It was quite fun. I must admit, I was really happy that he enjoyed it so much because he didn't look keen at the beginning, and I mean, keeping he's only 4 years old, so that was really interesting to see. After that, it was getting a little late, and obviously Nathan was gonna start flagging, so he went to go watch a bit of TV while the three of us played Firefly. Now, me and Carla are massive browncoats. Love the theme of Firefly, and the game from Gale Force 9, I think, is one of the best instances of a theme incorporated into a game. It's just brilliant. You definitely feel like you're playing in the Firefly universe. We only got the base game and I think one of the promos, so I definitely need to invest getting some of the other stuff for this. But this was the first time Alex played it, and we were a little concerned that it might be a little tough for him to get into, but he really enjoyed it. He really got into it, and he really wants to play it again. Constantly nagging me every time, like, let's play Firefly, let's play Firefly. So that was the games we played this week. I think for my game of the week, it would be easy choice this time. Even though I played some excellent games, Firefly I love. Terminator again is a really good game, and I really enjoyed Shakespeare. But Orleans is definitely the game of the week for me. I really enjoyed it. It's such a fun, easy game to get in. Flows really nice. With Martin having all the upgraded components from DLP, it makes the game really pop a bit. There's so many variability in the strategies. It's just a really fun, interesting game, and I really enjoyed it. So that's my game of the week. On to my painting side of things. Now, I received some figures in the post from Kickstarter from a game called Lands of Ruin. It just finished a couple of days ago on Kickstarter, and it's a game where you use an app basically in place of the rulebook, the cards, that sort of thing, and you can use the app to do other stuff as well, like reveal hidden objectives, things like that. So that was really intriguing, and it's a set in a post-apocalyptic theme, so that to me is also really intriguing. So they sent me a couple of figures. I painted them up, had to go to looking at the rules. I haven't got the rules completely down yet, but I got the figures painted, and I painted up a few other figures to go with it, which I'll show you guys next week. But this is the figures that they sent me. They sent me the special character and his cohort, which is, I think his name is Milky Bar, which sounds to me like Milky Bar. And he's got these 3 suicide slaves, like people he's captured and then lobotomized and added dynamite to and stuff like that. So it's a really sort of grim theme there, but I really like it. It's really interesting. The figures were nice to paint. I did some interesting work on the bases as well, and I'm looking forward to trying the game. I'll probably do a video for that soon at some point in the future, maybe with my friend James, who's backing the game. Then I also finished off another base set for Imperial Assault. I've been showing you some of the pictures over the last couple of weeks of some of the figures I've been painting. Now it is all complete. I finished off the last couple of figures, which I think was Darth Vader and the Nexu Cats. So here's a couple of pictures just to show you the whole base set as a whole. This particular customer didn't want any of the bases done. He just wanted them black, because I prefer the sort of clear acrylic bases, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. So that's what they all look like. I don't know how many of these sets are done, but I'm busy with some more Imperial Assault stuffs as we go. So that was all the painting I did for this week. I didn't actually do as much painting as I would have liked to, but I got 7 or 8 figures done, which is good for me. And now let's think. Oh yeah, it was Mother's Day, obviously, last Sunday. So my thought of the week would be, I was really one of those lucky guys where my other half, Carla, she's also a gamer, so she likes to do gaming, and we game a lot with our family. So like my boy is also interested in gaming, and we've been teaching them from the young how to play games and stuff. And I'm just curious, how many of you guys out there, played games with your mothers or with your partners and that sort of thing on Mother's Day? Is it something that you and your families do often? I know a lot of families around the area that all try and get their families together with games, and they obviously play a lot more of the high street games like Monopoly, that sort of thing. And I was just curious. So post below if you did some gaming with your mother or your other half over on Mother's Day, and let's promote gaming. And thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for listening. I know this one was a bit late, as I had a lot of things going on this week, but hopefully I got some videos out on my various gaming channels, and I've put out pictures up of my painting projects on my Facebook page, so you can go check those out. I'll put the links below. Thanks for watching. Cheers.